we could open up 100 stores in a week.
Usually when a business is started, and I don't know what the exact statistic is, but it's a really low percentage chance that the business even stays in business.
Anybody can make a pizza, right? Now try selling that pizza, to the masses. The pizza's 30% of the equation. The other 70% is who's running it. That's the part of the business I think people don't see. It takes a lot of sacrifice, right? So with family time, I watch my kids kind of grow up without me in the house, for the most part, most of the younger years. If you're going to go out there and do the same thing as your neighbor and you're just going to do a little better, you're not going to make it.
Thanks for being on, dude.
Absolutely.
Nice seeing you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Give the viewers a little context of kind of who you are, what you do. We'll just start that way so everyone kind of knows.
Sure. My name is John Spreitzer. I'm the CEO of Green Lantern Pizza. Working, I think, come up year 33. Been doing this so a long time. It's been exciting.
How many locations do you guys have now?
We have 17. Working on 18 and 19.
Okay. And when did you officially take over?
I started working there when I was in my teens, right? So, but my father passed when I was pretty young, and so I kind of got into business. But taking over, I was probably closer to 30. 20 years ago, close to 20. We started with one little spot at 12 Mile John R. So it was a fun little transition to what we got going on now.
You said you have 17 or 18 now?
17 now. We got 17? 2 currently opening, though.
Dude, I think the last time we talked, you had like 8.
Probably. Well, COVID kind of jammed us up, right?
Yeah.
So we were... we had a pretty good run there, and then COVID hit, and it was like we shut everything down for a couple, 3 years. You couldn't really open anything. I mean, nobody was working.
Just doing deliveries.
Or if they did, exactly, just trying to survive. And then when we got out of COVID, everybody was, my family, they were just ready to go. So
you guys have the 2 bars still?
Yeah, 3 total sit-downs, right? So we got
sit-downs.
Madison Heights, Clinton Township, 15 Utica there. That I'm sure you've been to. Then I don't know if you've been to the one in Berkeley.
Mm-mm.
So that's at 12 Mile in Greenfield.
Okay.
Yep. That we opened that up February 2020.
So is it a franchise model? Is that how you guys are growing? Or
That's how we're going to grow, yeah. Right now, almost all the stores are either my brother, my brother-in-law, or my sister, I should say, and myself, or like close family friends.
Okay.
There's a few of them scattered in there. But our next transition is into full-blown franchise.
Is that going to be Michigan, or are you guys looking at like a nationwide approach?
We're hoping to go nationwide, but right now, Michigan. We'll Michigan and get into Ohio, maybe a little bit of Toledo. We got some family down there.
What does the timeline on that look like? Like, how do you rip that Band-Aid off and be like, all right, we're ready to franchise? Like, what is that?
There's no Band-Aid to rip off. So that's the problem we have right now is that we've grown into almost, this is called 20 stores, right? Real close.
Yeah,
it's good. 6 more months of 19. We have about 6 more slated, but we've kind of taken a little hiatus right now. So we're like, we're stopped. We need to kind of get the franchise company together. Everybody's wearing like too many hats. We got 5 people technically just doing everything, right? So and then we're still trying to run stores.
So there's a I'm just trying to understand that because it's interesting. So the franchise company kind of runs independent from each of the stores.
Absolutely, yeah.
But does a franchise company do shared accounting services for all? Like, what does that look like?
The franchise company. So because my brother and sister and I are all kind of involved in that, so we do have a bookkeeper in house, but she's like separate. She does franchise as well, but she does our books and then she does franchise separately. But we don't do bookkeeping for my friends that have stores, right? So they have to do their own stuff.
So the franchise company's main purpose will be onboarding new.
Yeah, I'm on a new store, keeping up on quality control. So we have a quality control guy, an operations guy, somebody that does internal marketing and stuff like that. So design work, the basics, so nothing crazy, just basic stuff. And then, bookkeeping, we bill out for all sorts of various different things.
So is your day-to-day now more focused on what are you doing day-to-day now?
It's more focused on franchise, yeah. I mean, yeah, probably 50-50, 60-40 at this point.
You're still
probably
the
more
stores
franchise work. I still go to the stores on the weekends. Like Friday nights, I'll usually be at Berkeley, maybe make some pizzas and stuff. But I try to stay at least somewhat in with the staff so they can keep. My operations guys always tease me. It's like, how do you don't know you don't know your staff? Like, I still know my management and stuff like that, but I'm not in there with the turnover as some of the younger kids. I don't know where I used to be able to walk in any store and know pretty much 400 employees. Now it's like maybe I know 50 or 80 of them, right? Guys that have been there with me for a while. It's hard, you don't go in there every single day anymore, and so you got a new cashier, and then 2 months later, you got another new cashier, and 2 months later, you got another new cashier. You know, the kids, they kind of roll in.
It's probably different now. So they're probably going to they see, they're like, oh shit, the boss is here. Whereas before it was probably like, oh, it's hey John, what's up?
There is some benefit, right, to not being there every day, because when you go in there and say something, everybody kind of listens. You know, versus like some of the
that's what I'm saying.
They say
it's
something every day, and it's like whatever, right?
Whenever we, Steve on our team, whenever I give him the option on what are we getting for lunch, it's always Green Lantern, always. Okay. And I actually had to make a rule that when we're having, like, if we have like a quarterly serious meeting that day, we can't have Green Lantern because the shit's too good. And I start falling asleep, dude. I'm like, nope, we can't have pizza. No pizza.
Too much dough.
You guys still, I don't know what it is, man. It's so good, dude. But you guys still have the best pepperoni for sure. Absolutely. So you were just in Alaska?
I was in Quebec, yeah.
Quebec? Mm-hmm. What were you doing there?
Bear hunting.
Bear hunting. Okay.
I don't know if that's the right to say.
No, that's sick. Did you guys find any bears?
Yeah, we got. So I went with my father-in-law's a big hunter. I mean, I was always into shooting sports, and so I really couldn't do that much anymore. Just again, travel time, family, work.
Yeah, you were like a 3-gun.
Yeah,
shooting.
Yeah, wizard. I shot all over the country. So I was on the Church of God like pro staff for a few years there, and then family got young family, so I just had to bow out. It was a lot of hours. So. As we expanded into the business and growing a little bit, I couldn't spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday away from the house pretty much every weekend. So anyway, my father-in-law was a big hunter, and so he kind of gets me into these hunts. So I mean, I like hunting, but it's not really a huge passion of mine. But
you said you guys were like off the grid, like.
Oh yeah, we were. We got up in through Sault Ste. Marie, crossed into Wawa, and then I think it was like 2.5 hours north of there.
Is it cold there right now? What's the temp like?
Well, at night. We'd get down. The first time we got there was like 32 or 34. I mean, it was cold. And then the daytime was like 80. The fluctuation was huge. And then it doesn't get dark until we don't get out of the tree till 10:30 at night, which is not common. And then it doesn't get dark till midnight. And then the sun starts coming up at 4:30.
Weird.
So you don't get a lot of nighttime. So sleep was horrible.
So were you guys like camping, like rugging it out? Or
I got lucky. My father-in-law brought this beautiful trailer.
So you're glamping.
I was. It was
just out there.
Awesome. Everybody else was in this one.
It's a bear. Shoot.
There was 10 of us. Everybody else was this huge tent together, and the sun would come up at 5 a.m. and would bake this thing. And so by 6, they were sweating. I just died in there. It was like black. It was this big, dark gray, black, huge tent that they were all sitting in. And one snoring, the other one. So half those guys would just sit up drinking all night till 6 a.m. I can't do it.
How many guys were you guys with?
10.
10? Yeah, that's a big group. Mm-hmm. So you guys got some bears? Were they brown bears or black bears black bear?
Yeah, probably I think six of them.
Wow.
I never met these guys, so my father-in-law kind of met them at another hunt, and then they kind of invited him out to this. I mean, we were rural. It was rural.
Yeah, what was kind of the coolest? Yeah, it seems...
No cell phones. I mean, we were 2 hours into no cell phone usage. I mean, we hit a spot where there was no cell phones, and we just kept driving.
Is it like mountainous where you're at?
Yeah, it was hilly. I wouldn't say mountainous.
Hilly.
A lot of elevation.
Yeah.
A lot of lakes.
Any bear attacks?
No. I've been on 3 bear hunts. 2 of them I got, skunked on. So this one was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it like getting skunked on a hunt? That seems like I've never been hunting, so I just.
Oh, it sucks. You sat there for a week or 10 days, whatever it is, and see nothing. Right?
Is that how long you guys were out there?
We were supposed to be there for 10 days. I got something on day 2, so I got to hang out in.
You said you got sick?
No. I got the bear on day 2, so I got to just hang out and drink bourbon.
Fucking, I got a bear. I'm good.
Yeah, that was fun.
That's cool, man.
And we got a lot of fishing. So the lake there that they had there, they brought a little like aluminum boat with a little 5 horsepower on it, and I don't think the lake's had any fishermen on it for 20 years. So I mean, you just threw some in the water and you grab something. So a lot of pike. And
for the people who don't know, like, because the 3-gun shooting thing is pretty cool. Do you still do that at all or no?
No, I still have a lot of stuff.
What was it? It was pistol,
rifle, shotgun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you in YouTube videos like rolling around.
Yeah. Rolling around until I broke my ankle. No,
how's John moving this fast, dude? This guy's an animal.
Yeah, I mean, I still talk to a lot of those guys. I still keep in contact. Like once a year, we try to get together, have a little fun. But I haven't done it in a long time.
Yeah,
you lose that, especially with the pistol. You lose a lot of that skill set pretty quick.
Yeah, it's like pretty intense, dude. Yeah. Like it's like an intense.
Yeah, you're shooting from like 5 feet out to 500 yards.
Yeah, with the pistol?
No.
Okay.
Pistol would be shorter than a shotgun, be other stuff, and rifle out to 500.
Yeah, cool. So with the so you've got the 18, 19 stores. The vision. So what is the vision in like 5 years for Green Lantern?
So for us, like I said, we're taking this little hiatus. We just hired a couple of new people in, trying to restructure and get all of our ducks in a row, right? So like, we have all of our different operations manuals and all this stuff. And then we're going to, at probably the next 6 to 8 months, push forward with full franchise. And the list is vast. We could open up, if I had the right people and I knew it would work 100%, we could open up 100 stores in a week.
You have a lot of people interested?
Yeah. But we're in no hurry. I don't have any reason to, there's no like timeline, right? So we're just going when I feel like it, right? So
cool.
It's not just when I feel like it, it's like when we're ready. And that's the biggest thing is I don't want to end up like you watch all these smaller companies, pizza places. Your first store is going to be the hardest, right? Your second and third store is equally as hard. It's hard to, you're just bouncing. You don't have enough cash flow to hire a big team yet. So you yourself are out there doing these crazy work weeks, just open to close. And this person's quitting. So you're over there. You don't have enough staff to do this store. Then when you start hitting that 3, 4, 5, 6 store mark, all of a sudden it becomes substantially easier now. Because now you actually have cash flow. You can hire the right people. I'm lucky I got family involved too. TJ, my brother, and Pete, brother-in-law, and a couple of good core guys. And now opening stores is simple. I mean, I actually don't have much involvement in opening stores much. So now it's more the direction of the company, right? Steering the ship versus working on it.
Yeah. So
it's much simpler now. But now we're going through that next phase, right, where I want to go to 100 stores. And
that's what I'm asking. Is that like the 5-year vision? Is like 100 stores?
I don't know if we're going to pull off 100 stores in 5 years, but I mean, by 10-year mark, we're trying to do 100 stores. So I guess maybe if all the pieces fall in a row, and a big thing now is like when you get to a store is like getting the contractors. It's hard. That's reasonably priced. You can go in there and hire some big company and have it done, right, in 2 months, but it's going to cost you a fortune.
So what's the hard part about just finding somebody who's reliable who won't fleece you?
Well, right now we've been using almost one guy exclusively, right? So because it's only been a store or two, but then last year we did 6, or a couple years ago we did 6, and then 4 the following year, and it was hard for him. It's one guy trying to coordinate all those jobs, but then we go and talk to other people, and it's 50% more expensive. So how do you justify the price increase?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the restaurant business, it seems really tough right now with like the price of food and everything. Just like it just seems like it keeps going up.
The biggest hurdle we're facing right now over the next 10 years is the minimum wage laws. So I get it. It is what it is. You can look at that any which way you want to, right? So you got 2 sides of that spectrum, right? One promotes growth, the other one's supposed to promote growth, or capitalism versus whatever you want to call it. And you have the minimum wage law follows inflation, right? Which puts head pressure on prices, period. There's nothing we can do outside of raising prices. It's not, we've gone through and
so then you just pass it on.
We've gone through every single thing down to even at the garbage man. Like, how do we save money to not increase pricing? Just leave the prices. And we've done that for a couple of years. We're out of leg room, right? So now we're going to go up. Minimum wage goes up $1.50, I think, an hour, $1.25 an hour just in 5 more months.
What is minimum wage right now? I don't even know.
$13.76 or 5 or somewhere around there.
So $15.
Goes to 15, which isn't a big deal. We pay most people that anyway. But it's the high school kids that come in, part-time workers that we kind of plug into the front to do like just phone work or just cashiers. It's really those hours, and then the tipped wages. So drivers, and waitresses, they. It used to be like, I think it was 20%. You get tip credit for like 20% of minimum wage. Now it's going to be close to 50%.
Yeah, I think when I bartended, I made $2.75 an hour.
Yeah.
Plus tips.
But
my tips were somstantial.
Most of my waitresses, I think, I have not seen one that doesn't make,
yeah.
They make a lot of money. If they're actually working a 40-hour work week.
They do good.
It's 6 figures.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
they do fine.
Yeah, for sure.
But that headwind is just going to force. I didn't do the math. I can't do the math off my head. But compounding interest. You just take 2.5%, 3% a year, start at 15, and go 30 years. And what's going to be $30 an hour, $35 an hour in the next 30 years?
So the only strategy basically is raise prices. Basically,
once you bring all your prime costs down as much as you can.
So it doesn't really change anything. I'm not trying to get political either, but it changes nothing.
No, because when you got excess money, right? Rent goes up. I got rental properties too. So people have. And you're going to go based on what people are going to pay, right? So then everybody's looking for more property. Now they have more expendable income, so rent just naturally rises. Gas rises, everything rises.
Yeah, rent's getting wild.
It's ridiculous.
I think in the next...
That's because property taxes are crazy.
Yeah.
You go to buy a property, and if you're going to rent it out, your property tax base is $7,000 to $8,000 a year. It's
I'm already thinking I'll just have to give my kids my house and get a new one. Girl, they'll just never be able to afford it, dude. I don't, I'm just, even people like my age or younger, I don't know. It's pretty bleak, dude. It's pretty insane. And like the holes you get, whatever. You just got to hustle, man. You just got.
There's also a little bit different though, right? So like, I think people's version of starter homes now are different. Like, so when I first bought a house, my first house was 900 square foot.
Yeah.
You know, and no, mind you, considerably cheaper, right? I mean, I think I paid like $60,000 or something for the house in Madison Heights, but I still had that house. But nowadays, you know, you see young couples are like, oh, I got to have, 3,100 square foot. It's going to be 600 grand. You're like, really? Do you need 3,100 square foot? There's plenty of houses out there, Hazel Park, Madison Heights, even like South Royal Oak.
They're still pretty expensive.
They are, dude. But I think if you...
But it's all relative, I guess, right?
Yep.
It's all relative, yeah. Yeah, I feel like, I just think that, I don't know. I think people are just going to rent more. Rent's going to get more expensive. It's going to be harder to get a home. Like you see it in other countries too. Like my really good friend, one of my best friends lives in Mexico, and like the house that he lives in was his mom's house. Like they don't sell their houses. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's not like a thing in other countries. Like even like Italy and stuff. Like we went there, and it's like these people live in the same house for 200 years. Like they just pass it down to their family. It's just a different way of doing things. You know what I mean? So
you can buy. That's funny in Italy. In
you get some cheap shit, dude.
It's pretty nice. My buddy just bought like a flat.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm going there. I'm going there in July, and I keep getting. So my Instagram's like my whole Instagram thread's like the New York Knicks beating the shit out of people in New York, Italy, and then like AI basically. And but I keep getting targeted like these sick. There's some sick stuff over there.
I've not been over to Europe yet.
You haven't?
Why not? My wife and I have been trying to get over there, and now. Yeah, we just keep trying to plan it, and then just life hits you right in the face. You know, I want to go. I don't want to go over there for like 4 days. I want to go there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you go 2-3 weeks. You should go, dude.
I know.
You can go.
I know.
I need to.
Yeah. I need to. Yeah, because it looks beautiful over there, right? Just all the different cultures. Never been over there.
I've just been to. I've been to Italy, and I'm going back to Italy, and it's just different. The food is unreal. Like I came back and like I couldn't eat anything. Like I'm not trying to like people like say like oh the American and kind of like feel like okay whatever. I couldn't eat here, dude. Like I couldn't eat the food. Like I'm like getting sick from eating. It was weird.
All
like,
it's processed.
Yeah, dude. Like everything there is it's just cleaner. It's better. Everything is it's slower too. Everything's way slower.
So their fruit over there. I heard their fruit over there is like it looks like all of our stuff's like coated and it looks all fresh and shiny.
It's raw.
Over there, it's all just like you pick it off your plant
like
back, right? So it's got bruises and stuff like that in it.
Yeah, and all the ingredients are simple. You get like a sub, like a sandwich. It's like bread, prosciutto, cheese, no sauce, and it's like the best thing you've ever had in your life. It's like insane.
It's not all. What do they do here? They add all those different,
which is good too. It tastes good, but it's just different.
Fortified is that what they call it? Fortified flour.
But yeah, man, the lifestyle there is just way slower. It's just a different thing. Like nobody cares about. It's weird. Like it's just not American.
30-hour work weeks.
If that, bro. Like they literally take naps in the middle of the day. Like they close like the restaurants are open from like whatever 11 to 1, and they close and they go take a siesta.
Wish I could take naps.
They come back. Naps are great. I
can't take naps. My brain doesn't let me.
Really?
Naps, no. When I was younger, I could.
When I play cards, when I was playing cards a lot, I used to nap a lot, dude. Like I had to. Cause I'd be out till fucking 4 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Wake up at 8, go to the office. Just fall asleep on my couch for a half hour.
I can't do it anymore. I gotta sleep.
Yeah,
if I don't get my sleep, I'm in trouble. Like I can do it for a few days, but by day 3 and 4, I'm a mess.
Yeah. So talk to me about this. You said you had you said the Royal Oak. This is pretty cool. You said the Royal Oak store. There's some construction or something.
Yeah, I mean the road out. It's not even like everybody wants to blame somebody, right? For like the roads was a mess, right? It's been a mess for years, and they kind of put it off, and so now it needs a complete resurface, but it's going one way. Right, so you can't go left into parking lots. You can't go anywhere. It's a mess. I mean, potholes are huge. So obviously, it's going to have like a pretty profound impact on businesses in those areas, right? And so like this recently, we've just been kind of trying to put the word out, on that for us and other businesses locally, like, come help us out, right? For the most part. But like we talked earlier before we started the program, like. Green Lantern, I've been around a long time. That I got a lot of deliveries. So like 60% of our store is delivery. So 60% of my business has been protected regardless of the road. Then you got 40%. So we're down a little bit. Nothing crazy, maybe 5-10%. But it's to be had. I also have a bunch of other stores. So for me personally, not that big a deal. But you go across the street, Julian Brothers Bakery or like Oasis down the street. It's kind of like or like even the barbershop next to me. It's kind of like the 3 major day-to-day businesses that are in that little area. And, it looks like, I don't know for sure, I don't know the places, but I watch the parking lots and see what's going on. It looks a little rough. Looks like they're hurting. So, like, I was trying to put the word out, hey, get down here and support these other stores. So.
He says somebody picked it up.
CBS. Yeah, I'm gonna have another interview today with them.
That's cool, man.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I don't think most, because they're technically a competitor of yours, right? Like in a way.
Yeah.
I don't think most people would do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
which is pretty cool. I think it's different. It's uncommon.
There's room. Pizza's a big market. There's room for everybody. You know, it's like I talked to one of the owners of Jets all the time, right? So, and we always have the joke. You know, it's always like, even though like we're kind of coming in and we're kind of competitors, right, with each other, we're on the same market for the most part. I mean, our stuff's right there at the same price points. We serve very similar product. Of course, ours is better.
Obviously,
these better ingredients.
Yeah, but pepperoni.
Yeah, but we joke all the time. You know, they're nice people too, and it's like. You know, there's room for everybody out there. You know, it's a big business.
Is Detroit still the pizza capital? There's like so many pizza, much pizza that came out of Detroit.
You got these wood-fired guys that are, you know, that's the next big thing, right? So, even though it's good, like I like it, right?
I like it
crispy
too.
stuff.
It's good.
But if you think about it on its head, right? I always thought it was like the biggest scam of the century, right? So you have not scam. I mean, it's good pizza. If I want to eat pizza, in my day and age, I'm a little older now. I like kind of thinner stuff, you know, but. You know, you get in there, you put half as much dough, half as much cheese, half as much sauce, half as much toppings, cook it in 2 minutes and charge twice as much. I mean, like, how do I get on that train, right?
Yeah.
I can't put another crust style on my stuff, though, so it's pretty good. But that seems to be the new hype, right? Everybody's doing that.
We got them at home, too. Like, I have an uni. Like, my mom bought it. My wife bought it from me like 2 years ago.
I've got a young guy that is working in our Berkeley store, and he's got a little page. He started off with these little pop-ups, right? He calls it John Tochi's Pizza or something like that. And he thinks I go in there all the time. I try to talk to him because I'm genuinely interested in like what he's doing because I think it's cool, right? He's literally just graduated last week. Like, walked down the aisle, got his graduate diploma, and he's been doing this very recently, like only like 6-8 months. But like he's in there like they're cooking the sauce and doing this sourdough, and he's using an uni, and he's doing these pop-ups selling 20 pizzas at a time. And I've been trying to pick his brain. He thinks I'm teasing him. And I'm not trying to tease him. I'm genuinely curious how he's going to go with it. And then I'm also curious to know how he's going to, the next step, right? So he wants to do this for a living. The biggest step is anybody can make a pizza, right? If I gave you a week or a month and said, hey, make a good pizza, you go out there and research it, you could do it, you could probably make a pretty good pizza. Now try selling that pizza, you know, to the masses. That's
scale making that pizza. Yeah.
Well, you know, you're in marketing.
Yeah.
You know, you got to market a brand. Yeah. And the pizza's 30% of the equation. The other 70% is who's running it. And so I've been trying to pick his brain to see what his thought process is on it. He wants nothing to do with me because he thinks I'm like teasing him or something. I'm bragging him. I'm genuinely interested to know what he's doing. And so it's been.
Maybe he'll see this and we can send him this clip.
There you go. Yeah. So I've been actually following him and no. Hey, cool. He wants to open a coal fire. I'm kind of interested in coal fire stuff.
It would be like a different brand.
Yeah.
It would have to be, right? It can't be like it's like a totally different meal almost. Like it's not even.
Yeah, look at like the traditional pizzas. Like what we do is more like a family. You know those pizzas are more like adult like those. You know how many 4-year-olds like burnt undercarriages with.
Yeah,
it's not.
We went to New York like 2 months ago, and have you been to New York? Man,
I know, right?
Dude, come on, that's my first time being there too. It's really cool. You should go there too. So like every 10 feet there's a pizzeria. And like they all sell by the slice, and they're like $1 or $2, which is pretty sweet. So I'm just pounding it out. I love pizza, dude.
What was your favorite one?
I don't remember the name of the place, honestly, but it's actually a funny story. So the first day we get there, I'm like super excited to get to New York because I just want to eat. You know what I mean? I'm like, I just know they have the best food, like some of the best food in the country.
Yeah,
like it's New York's weird too, man. It's just such a huge city. Like it's just so big. Like you can't see all of it. We were there for like 3 days. So as soon as we land, we're like starving. Me and my wife go to this pizza spot. The pizza's unreal, dude. I eat my first slice. I'm on my second slice, and I'm so hungry. I've never done this in my life. I'm eating so fast, I bite my tongue, right? I bite my tongue. But I bite, like, through my tongue. It's like the best pizza I've ever had in my life. I literally bite my tongue so hard, I stop. I look at my wife. I'm like, I just bit my tongue hard. My entire mouth was full, like, for like 20 minutes, dude. It's, like, full of blood. Like, disgusting. Like, I don't know how I bit my tongue this hard. Like, I literally...
Just pizza sauce.
Dude, no, it was not pizza sauce. I'm in the bathroom. That was the best pizza I had. I don't remember the name of the place. My wife would know the name of the place, but it was a bittersweet experience because, yeah, then the entire 3-4 days, like I could eat, but like it was hard to eat. You ever like bit your tongue really bad and like try to?
Usually it's the back of it, but yeah.
It was right there, man. And it was just, But yeah, the pizza there is, it's thin. It's different. It's like thin. Like you hold it, but it doesn't, it just stays. You get what I'm saying? Like it doesn't flop. It just stays when you hold it. Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Yeah. So they got that, like, you go to the coast, you got that whole coast pizza, they're doing it. That's the, so I don't know, at this point, when you talked, the original question you had was like, is Detroit still the pizza capital? And I'm not actually, I mean, we have a boatload of pizza here, right?
We have a ton of pizza.
And if you look like the big national brands.
I don't think people realize that live in Michigan either, like that there's that much, because they're just used
Caesars,
to it.
Domino's,
I know, there's so much shit.
I mean, you got these massive companies. If you look at the top 10, I think they're all part of the top 10, right? Yeah. So, and then watching some of the other brands try to get into the Michigan market's tough. Like Papa John's has been trying to get, I mean, they don't have too many locations here, and like Marco's has been penetrating pretty good.
Marco's is pretty good.
Yeah.
Papa John's kind of sucks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like Marco's.
I don't eat pizza. I mean, I just
the
brand.
Pizza?
The main brands. I just I almost everywhere I go, Rudy wants to order pizza. So every party I go to is, hey, can we get Green Lantern? I'm like, sure.
So for you, like your business, like I don't know how to frame this question the right way. Like what do you love about it, man? Like, do you care that you guys sell pizza? Do you like building the team? Like, what do you like doing? Like,
I mean, so I think for the good part of that was like building the brand itself, right? So. Yeah. Like I said before, we started, it was like, pizza is one thing, and it's great. But then, I don't know, everybody's jumped on this pepperoni bandwagon. Really, I mean, 20 years ago, nobody was on it. I was just us. I mean, not
you're talking about the
us,
hand-sliced.
Yeah, well, they don't hand-slice anything, right? So they get their stuff in a bag. We hand-slice ours. I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but any chain pizza you see out there that says, cup and char, it's not what we used to serve 50 years ago. It's completely different stuff, right? So I can't tell you what each brand uses specifically, but I know the vast majority is pepperonis, right? And back in the day, everything was stick pepper. Everybody's hand cut it back then. It was natural casing and it was aged properly. Imagine like you walk into those places with salami sticks and they're hanging, and that's how our stuff's done still. And so as far as I know, when it comes to we're not a big brand by any stretch of the imagination, but in Metro Detroit,
you guys are like locally. You're like
local
pretty
kind
famous
of thing.
dude.
So we have we got 15. I don't know of any other brand that does that. You might have a single store somewhere that maybe uses it, although I can't tell you who does. We're it. So when people come in now and say old world, or they use all these little terms, and everybody's like, oh, they got the good curly pepperonis, and the cup and char. It's just a gimmick. It's the same stuff as the other stuff. But they just put a little piece of plastic around, not plastic, it's not it's edible, right? But and it makes it cup. And so you have the exact same stuff twice. One cups, one doesn't. It's the exact same pepperoni. Yeah. It's not the real stuff. So
you like the branding side of it.
Yeah. Building the brand was, I think, the most rewarding part of it.
That's cool. So was that something that before you started, something that you guys hung your hat on, was like the King of the Pepperoni or the Pepperoni King, or is that something that you developed over time?
That King of Pepperoni came, so Abe Froman, Sausage King of Chicago.
Okay, yeah.
I think you probably heard the story before, too.
Yeah.
So back with Pete Donato, PGN over there, good old Pete, he taught me a lot, and I think maybe you as well over the years.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
On just the basics of marketing, right? Just the basic general how it works. But we sat there one day, and I think we were like drinking or something at the office. And I just got done watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and that popped up, Sausage King of Chicago. I'm like, well, aren't we the Pepperoni King of Detroit, right? And so we were sitting in that meeting, and that just popped up, and, Pete was like, well, we're just going to do it, and we're just going to put it everywhere. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. And that's how that came along. So.
It's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I remember those days at the office.
Yep.
See.
I get in there, and he'd talk circles, and I get irritated. I'm like, pour me your crown. Like, sometimes he'd talk, and you just like, you get done, you're like, I have no clue what you just said for the last hour.
Yeah, I'm so grateful that I got a job there, though. That getting a job there, dude, it actually changed my life. It changed the direction of my career and what I was gonna do. I didn't have any. I literally knocked on his door. I don't know if you knew that.
No.
The way that I got a job there was I was bartending, and then I was doing sales for my brother-in-law's startup. It was called Promote Social. It was like a social media app. So I would go to restaurants like yours and be like, hey dude, $100 a month. I'm going to put all these table tents on your tables. They scan a QR code, they get reviews. It was whatever. So somehow Pete, I went to Pete or something. I think Pete reached out to us, asked somebody. They sent me. I go in, and Pete's like, you don't know how to fucking sell this. And I'm like,
Sounds about right.
no. And I said, tell me how to sell it. So he said, hey, you talk way too fast. You're focused on the product, not the benefit, the value. I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, fuck this guy. So I left. And the next day I went out and like used his advice and it worked. So I emailed him that night and I was like, hey dude, like whatever you told me really worked. I just want to say thank you. Snap emails me back in the morning. Why don't you come in for coffee? So I show up for coffee. He's like, I'm hiring you. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, like you impressed me. Like, I was like, okay. So that's like how I got into marketing was literally funny, dude.
That sounds like Pete.
Yeah, basically, you know. And then I worked for like zero for like a month. And I was like, all right, I need something, dude. But by the time I was on there, I was making pretty good money and stuff, you know. But yeah, he has some good qualities and stuff for sure. Yeah. So. But,
yeah, that's where the King of Pepperoni kind of came in.
Yeah. That's cool, dude.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing now to kind of market the brand?
Marketing still, everything shifted.
I know, man.
It's crazy. It seems like every other day there's a new
AI and
Google and everything. How you rank and different SEO options and AI. Now how we can implement all that?
Google now says they're basically gonna change the way that they're serving search. So like you're not gonna get like blue links to sites. You basically like this is what I think it was Neil Patel put out a video on this the other day. It's basically going to be like Claude where you type in and it just pops up recommendations. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's going to go off of like reviews, brands. Yeah. What are you known for? Like community involvement. Yeah, it's getting. It'd be
interesting to see how the next 5-10 years go with AI. I mean, it's crazy.
It's disrupting our space in a good way. Imagine, yeah. I mean, you can look at it either way you want. It's disruptive, but I'm looking at the positive sides of it. But
the dangers of AI.
So what do you guys do now? Like, are you guys like I've seen like do you follow like Judy Judy's Pancakes? Did you guys check out her Instagram?
What is that about,
bro? She's some Asian lady who started she was like a dishwasher and she got some money. She started a pancake spot in Illinois. She's hilarious. Her tagline is she has a thick the Asian accent. She says, "I'm Judy. I have the best pancakes." But like all of her videos were like viral and insane. You just have to watch it. But she does like a really good job of like
check it out, yeah.
So she's scaled to like 4 or 5 stores just by having an Instagram page. It's hilarious.
Yeah, if I was more camera friendly, maybe. I just that stuff. It's never. I know I have to do it right as a business, but I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not having a page. I'm not doing it. No, I'm much more private than that.
No,
you don't see many of these little things, these little podcasts.
No,
and just recently, I just like you got to do it. Nobody else wants to. TJ's done with it. Like he's like, I'm done because he was kind of like I pushed him in front of the camera every single time somebody wants the camera. And I'm like, here, let's go do it. And he's like, I'm not doing it anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get more comfortable in front of a camera. Apparently.
How many have you done? Is it your first one or
like interviews and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, all over the place. Yeah.
All over the place. Yeah, that's cool, man. So yeah. Anyway, my direct question: are you guys doing anything? Are you guys finding any lifts with AI or like any ways to market yourself differently? I know traditionally it's a lot of like flyers, print.
Some of the AI. I mean, marketing wise, AI. Not really. It's more for us. It's more of the day-to-day stuff. So like with reviews, like we have all these stores, right? So as a franchise, a corporate, we want to make sure that we keep our finger on the pulse there, right? So not that we're like responding to all the reviews. Each individual store owner will do that, but we're not going to go in there and manually check them either, right? So when we try to see if a store is kind of not only from like a quality perspective, right? So we send our guys in there and check to make sure they're making pizzas correctly and mixing the sauce correctly and grinding the cheese correctly. All those. Everything's fresh, everything's rotated properly, like following the health department rules, everything's clean. But once we get past that, now comes execution, right? So our point of sale allows us to look at delivery times and how many deliveries per order, all these different metrics that we have. But then the real-time users, like what kind of reviews do we get back from the point of sale system and from the customer itself? And then Google, I mean, Yelp's kind of obsolete at this point. And then we can go through there. So we use AI software to kind of go in there, pull all that down into a single page for us.
Easy to read.
We can go per location and watch that. And they respond to reviews for us, right? And then pull out any bad reviews. We can respond personally to those ones.
That's cool.
So it kind of looks like.
Is that something that you guys like put together or is that like a service?
It's a service.
It's a service.
Couldn't tell you the name of it though.
No idea. Just works.
Yep. Well, they bring it to me. I don't deal with it directly anymore, but I mean, I look at the reviews, but I don't know where we got there. How we got to the software part, that's for somebody else to do.
Are you guys doing anything for the World Cup?
I mean, not really. No, just besides in the restaurants, we got on the TV.
What would you guys do if like, would you do like any crazy shit? Like if the Lions wins the Super Bowl? Like, what's your big team? Do you care about sports or?
I mean, the football season is where
Pretty insane, right? Yeah. It's good. It's
and like when any of the big Detroit teams go to actual playoffs or finals, that's pretty big sales increase for us. But football is huge. That's Sunday or the Monday, might.
I had this idea. It would actually work for you. So it'd be like you could publicly, like, if you wanted to, like, bet, like, I'm going to bet $100,000 that how do we have to do it? You have to do it in a way where you break. It's basically what Mattress Mac does. You know what I'm talking about? Mm. So Mattress Mac, he's a genius, dude. So he'll bet like $2 million on like the Houston, like on like whoever's in the Super Bowl, whoever's in the championship game. He'll be like, all right, I'm gonna put, let's say the Tigers in. I'm gonna put $200K on the Tigers to win, and if the Tigers win, then I'm gonna give away like $200,000 or $2 million in mattresses, right? So like he breaks even. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like a PR stunt. Yeah. So like he wins the $2 million and then gives away $2 million in mattresses.
Right.
He gets all this crazy PR and it breaks even. I feel there's like a local play that like a pizzeria or something could do. Like if the Lions were in it, it's like you don't have to do $2 million. You know what I mean? But like you could do. I know. Let me go to MGM and put down $2 million. But I'm saying like you could do like an amount of money that's like, whoa, this is like nuts. And like, hey, you put 100,000. Like, hey, I'm gonna put 100K on the Lions, and if the Lions, like, if they're in the Super Bowl, it's all if shit. If they win, everyone's food's free tonight. But if they lose. So like either you win 100K, which is cool, and then you cover everyone's bar tab, or they lose and you just make money off the bar tab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always like how people flip that stuff though. It's like pretty sharp.
The biggest problem we have, I think, on sports days and like big days like that is that, and this is the same problem we found like early COVID, is we just don't have a capacity to put any more business in there.
Yeah.
So like it's usually it falls on if it's a big day like that, ovens are completely packed, and so like that's been a difficult. It's like how do we. Like on Monday, Tuesday is hard, right? It's slower. So how do you capitalize on momentum? And vast majority people just don't want to come in and eat pizza Monday, Tuesday. If they go out Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday,
do a tailgate.
Yeah.
That should be cool. Turn the parking lot into a giant tailgate.
Like during COVID, everybody kept coming in all the time. Oh, we're gonna get you business. Well, we were pizza. We were slam during. Like,
yeah.
Once not that first year, but like after stuff had been settled in, a lot of people were still like kind of locking down a year and a half later. Pizza was like the safe food. So.
You guys probably did okay. You said in COVID you guys slowed down a little bit, but it's probably, it's probably easier to manage some of it. Like
the restaurant, like for instance, Berkeley was open in February 2020. They shut us down like 3 weeks later, so we just opened. Right, huge. My biggest project in my career.
Yeah, you guys had a big mural on the wall. I think I did see this actually. I don't think
huge. I had everything on the line in that store. Like we had all of our money in it, and it had to work. And like we hit that, and it was like we're shutting down. You could imagine the stress that created right at that moment. And you're like, I've got pretty much everything I own on the line to get this restaurant open, and we may be shut down. We don't know at the time, right? Now we can look back on it and laugh, but at the time, we could shut down 3 years, a year, 2 years. Am I going to lose my house? Like, what's going to go on here? So,
it was scary. The whole thing was scary.
Yeah,
we didn't.
That's the part of the business I think people don't see.
Yeah, we didn't have a great time either. Like we just weren't. We just weren't ready for it.
Yeah,
we didn't have a good recurring model. We started losing projects. Like,
well, who did, right? Who was ready for it?
A lot. If I would have known, it's like whatever. You've learned lessons. You know what I'm saying? We're ready now.
Yeah.
Like if a shutdown happened today, like I'm crushing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like legit. Like I already know what to do. But at the time our whole model was just contingent on like.
But nobody had lived through that before.
Yeah, but there were some agencies who like did really good. Like they blew up because they had like a like Zoom. Like Zoom went crazy.
Yeah. Now look at it.
And I was
Hopefully you didn't buy stock.
No, I didn't. No, I got scammed on about Lucid. Or Lucid, yeah. And Lucid went through the fucking roof, and then I got scammed on that one pretty good. But yeah, some of these companies did really well, but yeah, we weren't one of them. But we learned a lot of lessons. So.
Yeah, once that initial turn the other way, 4, 5, 6 months into it, it was better. But like, the dine-in was dead. The restaurants hurt pretty bad. But we converted the carry-out delivery, but that didn't. It just gave us enough money to pay the bills, basically. Yeah. Keep everybody employed. Well, whoever was actually working. Staff just walked out, basically.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. You guys got anything else going on that you want to share or talk about? Any events or?
No, not really.
Any specials you want to talk
about? No, we're
just off pizza on Tuesdays. Come to Green Lantern.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, come eat pizza Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. No, not really. We're just trying to plug along. We're hoping to be able to keep expanding and stuff like that. So,
if somebody was going to start like a restaurant right now or a pizzeria, like what is the main advice you would give them? Don't do it. I knew you were going to say that, dude.
It's tough, man. The restaurant market in general is like next to impossible. You can see the stats station wide, right? Opening one and getting closed down. But I don't think when people get in, and we talked about that kid earlier, I don't think people realize how incredibly expensive it is to get something started and then to continuously market and have the funding to, get on the ground floor. It is a lot of hours, and work-life balance it's not a thing. And anybody who's, I don't know, unless you got your thing on social media and just fell into it or something like that, I guess maybe. But you can't name one person that's out there that's successful in the restaurant industry that had a work-life balance. It's work, and then there's life. And it takes a lot of sacrifice, right? So with family time, I watched my kids kind of grow up without me in the house, for the most part, most of the younger years. So the restaurant industry, like I said before, if you're going to do it and you're going to run into it and you have to do it, which I, again, don't recommend, I would just be prepared for a lot of work hours. Just get in there, grind it out, and you got to do something different and special. If you're going to go out there and do the same thing as your neighbor and you're just going to do a little better, you're not going to make it. You got to have a niche that's going to put you out there and get you out in the open. So
Pepperonis.
Right. Well, we've been around since the 50s, so I had a little bit of a start there. But
yeah,
in all
you're
fairness,
one store to fucking 20, dude, or whatever.
I had
that's
one
a big
store
deal.
that did really well, but I mean,
That's awesome to do that. I'm not trying to make your head big or anything, but like that's not common. Like usually usually when a business is started, and I don't know what the exact statistic is, but it's a really low percentage chance that the business even stays in business more than like 5-10
we're
years.
third generation too. Aren't we supposed to screw it all up?
You're supposed to. You're drawing dead.
Yeah,
Like,
we're supposed to. It's like what, like 90% of the third generation.
your kids will fuck it up. Though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for being on, John.
absolutely.
Talk soon.
Thanks, man.
Cool.